here in a seated position and just relax. Let your shoulders drop down, maybe roll back a couple of times. Just let tension fall away from the body. Feel all that release of tension in the neck and the shoulders. Good. If you'd like to close your eyes for a moment, take a slow, deep breath in. And exhale. Again, feeling that relaxation through the shoulders, through the arms, down through the fingertips. Again, inhale. And exhale. As you inhale, let's talk about activating our core, opening up, expanding through the ribs and through the lungs. And as you exhale, draw the navel in towards the spine, releasing and dropping down your shoulders. We'll do that a couple more times. And release. Inhale. One more. Inhale. And release. Good. So this class will be all levels, and I will give options if you want to make it a little bit more challenging for yourself. And I'm going to focus a lot on core today. So of course it's a full Vinyasa flow, and then just lots of core exercises kind of mixed in. Sorry, my eye. And some things may recognize a little bit from Pilates, but I'm keeping it mostly yoga based. All right, so we're going to start in a child's pose position, and we're going to continue that deep breath in and relaxing back. Send the arms out. Now, if you're a little bit tight, if you want to kind of open up the knees a little bit more, you can stretch down that way. You continue to breathe and exhale back into the hips. To continue in this position, you want to think about your spine elongating. So as you exhale, just keep in that child's pose position, thinking about inhaling into the ribs and really opening up. And as you exhale, feel the vertebrae kind of separating away from each other, really lengthening through the spine and all the muscles along the spine. Continue to breathe into that upper back a little bit more, and then exhale, press the tailbone all the way down. Now come up into a nice neutral position here, and we're going to drop down the lower back and then inhale up, and then exhale round and open it. Inhale, drop down, and exhale round. Feel the body just warming up again. We're keeping it really light in the beginning, just exhaling, opening, inhaling. Ants out here, but I'm going to try to ignore them. Exhale, and then inhale. And exhale, circling back, rounding back. Drop the elbows and then lift up and then push back. And I'm just going to circle. I love this motion, a nice warming up motion, circling back, rounding back. Inhale, drop, and exhale, circle. Inhale, bring that up and through. So you're going into your cow stretch, and then you're exhaling back into cat. And then keep going. Now, last one, inhale, and then we're going to push into a down dog. So we're going to come up into a down dog position and just continue to pedal back here. Pedaling back. Nice and tall with the hips. Now, bring the head down between the biceps if you can. All right? And there's lots of ways to be in your down dog. So some people just go right back into a down dog, but you're maybe a little bit more shallow. You might want to go back a little further. Try that out. Give yourself a little bit more challenge. And then keep dropping your head down. Breathe. Let your shoulders feel like they're pulling down the back. Your shoulders are coming down towards your back pocket, like pressing down your back. Open up your hands, push to the fingertips, and back and then lift up a little higher. Draw the abs in. Continue to stretch back. Keep holding there. Now from here, we're going to take a little walk forward and just let your body hang down here. Just relax down. Shake it out. Forward and back. Now, when I first start my warm-up, I'm not really, if I just automatically come down, I'm not really touching. I mean, I can force myself down, But notice that you're kind of a little higher up than your normal position. Maybe you normally can go all the way to the toes. And that's okay. We're still just getting our body warm. Now, from here, look through the hands, flat back, and then exhale, draw the abs in. Slowly roll up. We'll take a deep breath in overhead, and then open it back. Lift your sternum, lift your sternum. And then inhale, reach up through the hands, and then we're going to come into a chair pose. You can stay where you are, but just coming down into chair. Now to modify your chair, you're going to drop your arms. If you want to go a little deeper, higher up, maybe walk your feet closer, and we're going to go down, 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 all the way, breathing into it. Good. Now from here, lengthen forward. So hands on the thighs, stretch it out. So we're going to reach out, feel the nice long line through your back, lean forward slightly, press into the side, and then take a breath and sit back, go a little bit deeper. So again, this is totally fine, and this is totally fine. But if you want to intensify that challenge, you're going to come down a little bit more. Take another breath. Relax forward. Push toward the front of the foot. All right, inhale to exhale. So toward the ball of the foot on that one. And then you're pushing back a little bit more into your heels here. Take another breath. Lean forward. All right, one more. Inhale slowly and then push back into this nice deeper pose here. Good. Now from here, come up onto the toes. Now I'm hoping my balance is going to be okay. It's a little bit uneven. But if you're on a flat surface here, it shouldn't be too challenging. Find your focal point here. So just look at the wall and then pull up your heels. Draw your abs in as you come down. So maybe you're right here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, take a breath and then relax. So just in mountain pose. We'll take another inhale, come up onto the toes again, and then sink down into that pose. So draw the abs in, push your tailbone back, slightly lean forward with the shoulders, and release. Again, lift up, and then come back, pushing down, working down just a little deeper, and relax. All right, from here, just folding into mountain pose. So take a deep breath in, reaching, interlace your hands, come all the way up, maybe back a little bit here, all the way up. And then come back to straight. Now walk your feet together. You can modify with your feet apart, coming to the right side. And then let your body drop down. Keep your thighs squeezed. Keep yourself in a long line. And then we'll come back to the middle. Let those shoulders drop. And we'll go the other way. The other way. Now I'm going to do that again. We're going to come back up. Maybe we'll feel a little bit looser on the second one. Relax your shoulders in the middle. We're going to go to the side. Now once you're here, push out that opposite hip. So you're leaning to the right, push out your left hip. Good. Lift back up. Relax. And come the other side. And then push out. Breathe. Just breathe there. Good. Squeeze the thighs maybe a little. Inhale. And then relax down. We're going to go ahead and drop the chin. And then just let your head relax side to side. I'm going to separate the legs. Feel it all release. Breathe. One more time with that little roll with the neck. And then coming back to the center. So we're going to start our flow. So I hope you got a little warm up there. You're going to hear some noises in the background. People are doing their yard work. But just kind of get into your little zen. And if you do want to put yoga music on or some kind of music that you like, you can place that. I always do my class without music for videos, and you can put your own music on. Okay, from the top of your mat, take a deep breath in, and then open it back. Big stretch through the chest. Inhale, lift, exhale, dive forward. Looking through the hands, inhale, exhale, walk back into a plank position. We're going to hold our high plank. Now, if you need to modify right away, you can just drop your knees right away. I'm going to see if we can add that little extra core work here by just holding in that high plank. Now, watch your back. You don't want to be down here. You don't want to be up here. Right in the middle, nice and strong. Now, we're going to slowly lower. So I'm going to show you modified first. Chaturanga into a cobra. So I'm going to start low. Now, it looks like I'm doing a lot of easier stuff. So if you're more advanced, don't worry. I'm going to give you lots of challenge. But I like to start kind of step by step. So we're pulling back. Fingertips are under the shoulders. Squeeze your shoulder blades. And then if you want to go higher, you can. But we have plenty of time for that. Now take a breath, push back into down dog. You can use your knees if you need to. Now from here, let's do that again. Inhale, this time without the knees if you don't need them. And then but drop your knees and lift up into a little bit of a higher cobra. Keep those shoulders down. Draw the abs in, pull back. We'll do 2 more, and each one I'm going to go a little bit more challenging. Okay, coming up. And then the last one, you can keep going with any of the versions that we talked about. The last one I'm going to go a little bit more challenging. So we're going to come down. We're going to come into up dog. So later on you can do up dog instead. And then let's add some more challenge here. So I'm going to pull back on my toes. And I'm going to bend it back. And then push it back. So that's a little bit of extra challenge. Press into it. Now take your right leg up. Kick through the right foot. Breathe into it. And then kick through to the hands. Drop your back knee. So from here, we're going to have you bring your hands back. Start nice and light. See if you can pull your arms back. Maybe point the fingers open, look up. And then if you're ready, push down deeper into that front hip. Good. Take a breath. And relax down. Let's come back. Open it up. Left leg up. Stretch. Push your shoulders down your back. Breathe. And then kick it through. Good. Same thing. Open it back. Breathe. Good. And maybe point back those fingers. Maybe push forward. You're going to feel the chest open even more if you press your palms together. And good. Breathe it in. And release. Push back. Good. Nice job. Go ahead. Take another breath. And we're going to jump or walk forward. So if you want to jump, you're going to land softly. And then relax down. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale. Round your body up. We'll take a breath overhead. And open it back. Nice deep stretch. Opening up the sternum. Inhale, lift. And exhale into prayer. Okay, so we're going to, again, take it from the top of your mat. Inhale, reach overhead. Deep breath in. Open it back. Lift. Dive down. Okay, lift up through the hands. Jump or walk back to plank. And hold that plank. So we're going to hold the plank here for a little bit. Keep a nice, strong upper body. Draw the abs in. And we're going to tap it out. If you want, you can put your knees down. Good. Tap it out. Keep going. Keep it going. You can take a break if you need to. 1 and 1. Hold. All right. Chaturanga down. Lift into up dog or cobra. I'm just going to go into a high cobra here. Hold those shoulders back. Engage your glutes slightly. And then draw in. Push into down dog all the way. Hold. Okay. Kick your right leg up. Kick up your right leg. Breathe. Point to that back toe. Take a breath and kick through. Now, if you didn't make it all the way through, maybe you just have to go like that. That's fine. Now, when you're ready, drop down your left heel and work your way up. Take your time. Take your time. Take it all the way up. Breathe. Good. And then we're going to reach back down again. Come back. We're going to pick up that pace a little bit. Chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. Exhale to down dog. Left leg comes up. Stretch back all the way. Breathe. And then kick through. Again, take your time. Right leg down. Lift it up. We're going to stay here. So we're in your warrior 1. If you need to modify, to intensify, reach it back. Take a breath. Coming into warrior 2. So right away, opening up into that warrior 2. Now stay there. Keep your arms out. And I want to talk to you about your form here. Your chest is open. You're stacking up over your hips here. Just watch out for this position. Pull yourself back. Palms up. Spread out those toes. Think about the weight evenly distributed on both feet. Slanting forward. Now, think about, you're going to relax your shoulders. Bring those arms back up. Relax your shoulders. So your arms are nice and long, nice and high. But without doing this, reach. Keep going. Go a little deeper. A little deeper. Lots of things going on here. Stay here for a while and just hold that. Take a breath. And then we're going to come into a lateral stretch. You're stretching down your back leg. And then continue to drop down this right shoulder. Inhale, and tip to the front. So we're going to side angle. Breathe. Good. Reach up. Exhale back. Inhale. Come forward. We're going to hold here. So hold here. Maybe you want to get a little deeper. If you have a block, you can put your block there. Good. And then we're going to come back up into warrior two again. So from here, let's go ahead and just turn. You're facing me. You have your feet forward. And we're just going to relax down. Now, if you need a block, go ahead and grab your block. We're just going to rest down. You're leaning a little bit forward. Just breathe, let the head drop. Maybe you want to reach your ankles and pull down towards your ankles. Add a little sway here if that feels good. You can always have your hands on the mat. And then swing over to your right side. All right, so swing over to the right side. Breathe. Pushing your hips back. Swing over to your left side. Breathe. Think about where you feel the body releasing. It might be different on each side. We're going to come back to the middle. Now, if you like to go inside your knee, you can go here, you can go here, you can use a block. All right, but I'm going to try to push down a little deeper inside that knee. Now, notice my knee is lining up over my toe. And then once I'm down here, if I'm feeling pretty good here, this toe is down, I'm going to push my chest a little bit more forward inside that hip. All right, but there's lots of options. Again, this is fine. Take a breath, walk it over. Same thing, here, here. Maybe you want to get down now. If you're down nice and deep, then you can go ahead and lean forward just a little bit more, kind of getting your torso into a kind of a flat, parallel line with the ground. Good. Good. Feel that stretch. Come up. So flat back, lift it up all the way. We're going to turn our feet out and take a breath. Inhale, exhale, come down into a nice prayer. Hold this, pulse it for 4, 3, 2. Spread out those toes. Inhale and exhale. So I'm just going to continue this. Our sunflowers reaching up. This is going to really get that body warm if you're not already warm. Good. You got it. Come up and down. Reach. And we'll do 2 more. 2, 1, and then we're going to hold it down. We're going to hold it down. Now, I'm going to give an advanced option for anyone who'd like to. If right now you're like, okay, I want to do something harder, if you want to go into a crow pose, that would be totally fine right now to work into. I'm going to give some time here for us to stay here, though. I'm really feeling good in this pose. I'm going to stay here. Now, maybe you want to bring your feet a little closer. Now, another option is here. So maybe you're up here. That's fine. You're here. But if you're down here and you have your knees in or your knees out and your feet closer, try to let your feet go ahead and lift up onto your toes. Now, this is also for the modified version. So if you're up a little higher, you're still going to come up on those toes. Now, push out into those knees there. So again, maybe if you want to do some crow in here, just a little crow to do something different, that's fine. But right now, I'm just going to work here. But again, I like to throw in options for those of you who like to do something else. Okay, so now we're going to push down, press your heels down. I feel that. Release, and then roll it up. Go ahead, and then take a deep breath in, reaching overhead, and then come back down into a wide position. So we're going to stay low, all right, and I'm going to get a little bit more upright with the torso and reach it out. Good. Spread out those toes, get deeper, and then we're going to come down and go across, all right, or doing some variations on goddess or temple, or you can reach down to the ankle if you don't have your block nearby. Reach, 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 and then we're going to come back up. It actually started raining, so we'll see how we do out here. I might have to pause this video and move inside, but let's see what happens. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead from here, get down a little bit deeper. Again, tip, you can reach across over, and then maybe come down, open, open, breathe. All right, if that feels good, maybe you're still up here, and then come back. Good, and then up. All right, so I'm going to have you turn this way. And then you have your right foot pointing this way, your left foot pointing to the side. Reach it out, coming down into that triangle. Open. Just breathe. Feel that. Good. It's kind of interesting with a little bit of rain coming down. Switch your feet, lengthening down, coming down. Open, open, open. Breathe into your triangle. So you're really stacking. Try to get that ear over the ankle. You're really stacking and opening. This back arm, this top arm back. And then we're going to go right into this warrior two on this side. We're going to come down, get down a little bit deeper. Good. All right. And then we're going to do this motion that we did on the other side. We're going to turn our palms up. We're on the other side now. All right. So with the warrior two. So you should have pivoted to the other side. Take a breath, lateral stretch down the back leg. And then lift, and then forward. So remember, maybe you're here, maybe you wanted to get down a little bit deeper. Reach, and then come back. Inhale to exhale. So again, spreading out your toes, even distribution on both feet, and then come across. And we're going to hold here, work it down, come back. And now we're going to pivot like this. So we're coming back to that warrior one on this side, maybe get a little deeper. Maybe bring the palms together. Open. Open. Lift. And we're going to come down to our plank. Good. So holding your plank here again. First, just hold that. Breathe it in. Nice and tall with that plank. We're going to do a little stretch here. So we're going to open up our back. Open, open, open. And then release down a little. Open up our back. And then release down. Open. And then release. Good. Good. And one more. Open. And release. So strengthening that upper back a little bit. Now let's chaturanga down. If you want to drop your knees, go ahead. Coming down. Lift into a cobra. Or up dog if you're more advanced. Feel a little bit warm now. And then coming into a child's pose. So resting in a child's pose for just a moment. So stay there for a little breather. Now, we're going to get into some decent core work. Just give me 1 second. Just checking. Okay, cool. So we have about 20 minutes left to do core work. So we'll do core and also combine everything with our yoga. Okay? So, I should walk around on the grass right now. Okay, so now, coming back into your cow-cat position. So we're going to come back. We're going to draw down your lower back. Inhale. And exhale. Open your back. So we'll do that a few times. Inhale. Back to cow-cat stretch. So this next part, I'm going to try to pick up that pace as far as doing a couple of things a little bit in a faster succession so that we can get that forward. So we're going to start with the down dog again. All the way back. Breathe. And sorry about that. Oh, hold on a second. The rain just came down really hard, so I had to stop. All right, so we're going to go ahead. Down dog. Breathe into it. Stretch it out. Nice deep breath. Okay, so we're going to come forward into a plank. Inhale. Now you can do this modified. We're going to go from plank into a down dog. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to stretch back. We're going to inhale forward. Get all the way to that plank. Don't arch your back. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. So we're going to pick up that pace a little bit more. Inhale to exhale. Good. Inhale to exhale. Good. 2 more. Inhale to exhale. All right, now 1 and exhale. Now I'm going to have you kick your right leg up. We're going to open up that knee. Take a nice breath. Really open up the leg. Now we're going to come forward into a plank and try to bring that knee in. Then come back up again, open. All right, exhale, pull and just kind of tuck that core. All right, open it up. Exhale. Inhale. Take your breath, take your time. If you need to take a break, you can do, maybe just half of these. We're gonna do 6. So 6. Now we're gonna hold here, and then drop the knee down. We're gonna go into a nice pigeon pose here. So open, 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 and then draw the abs in. Push back into down dog again. Stretch it out. Now bring your left leg up this time. Open up that knee. Right leg open here. Take a breath. Bring it down. Pull in, tuck. And then we're going to open that up. Inhale. And then exhale. Draw the abs in. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more if you can. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And then bring that knee across or in over to the left and your foot across to the right. Lift up into that nice pigeon. Open your chest. Stretch it out. And then push back into a down dog one more time. All right, so we're there, down dog. Now we're going to come forward into a plank. We're going to do a nice stretch here before we move on to our next area, our next section of our core. So we're going to take your left leg and bring it across underneath. So if this is feeling fine for you, you can stay right here. You don't have to do anything else. If you feel okay, you're going to try to open up to that same leg, so to the right side. All right, and I'm putting my foot down. It's a plank, so it's pretty challenging. If it's too hard, you can drop this knee down and get a nice stretch. I'm going to bring it back in, hold, back up on that toe, and then coming into plank. And over to the other side. So we're going to bring the right leg under, your left stretch across your hip, and then we're going to open it out. If you can, just pivot over to the side of your left foot. Lift up, breathe into that plank. Then we're going to come back, pivot, come back. Good. Chaturanga, into up dog or cobra, and down dog. You can do child's pose if you're feeling fatigued. You're lifting, and then we're going to come forward and go all the way to the belly. So all the way down, and you're coming up into a Sphinx pose. You're going to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders, palms just right in front. Draw the abs a little bit up. Press your feet down. Now, for this next portion, if your feet are a little closer together, it's going to be more challenging. So this is a little bit easier. And we're going to go ahead and drop all the way down. I'm going to move this out of my way. Reaching out with your arms. So my feet are a little bit apart here. Take a breath. And you're just going to lift everything up. Now, if this is too much, you can always just do just the upper body. And an inhale down. Exhale, lift. Now, think about your core. Think about your belly pulling up away from the spine. Sorry, your belly coming up toward your spine, away from the floor. Sorry about that. And then as you lift, pulling up. So even though my belly's touching, I'm pulling it up. And then inhaling, kind of releasing a little bit. Exhaling, pulling up. And I'm engaging through the glutes a little bit here as well. Keep going. If it's getting too hard, you can bend your elbows, or you can just take out the arms and just do just the legs is fine. One more. 1. Good. Okay, rest. Now, we're going to rest for a moment. I'm going to have you bring it into a little stretch here. So we're going to do our, like a slow, what would you call swim? First, we're going to bring the right arm out and the left leg. And then push those hips down. Reach it out, reach it out. You can see me here. Good. So my arm is just straight out. And then release. And then the other side. Okay? So try to push both of your hips down. We'll do that again. I'm going to have you hold this a little bit. So stay there. We're going to hold it out. Hold it out. Push the hips down. Reach. Not too high. Other side. Lift and reach. Good. Keep working. Keep working. Stretch like you're lengthening away from the center. And then we're going to lift both arms and legs up. And we're just going to pick up that pace a little. Little swim there. Strengthening the back. So also part of our core. Getting the back. Breathe. 2, 1. Relax down. You're just resting for a moment. Bend your knees, little rock side to side. Relax through the lower back. And then coming up into a child's pose. So we're a little bit wide here. We're going to stretch it back. Breathe into it, all the way down. Now, I'm going to have us do a fun inversion. So if you can't do this one, you can do rabbit. So we'll start rabbit first, then we're going to do a dolphin, and then we'll go back to rabbit. So if you don't want to do dolphin, that's totally fine. I'll show you the rabbit. So we'll start with the rabbit. Feet together, and you're going to try to reach back for your heels here. So I have like grass from outside. Okay, so you're going to just draw the navel in and just roll forward until the top of your head just touches onto the mat, or almost touches, and then start to lift your hips up. So my head is right near my knees, and I feel that upper back just opening and stretching, tucking in the belly, breathing, and keep there, and then relaxing your hips down, and we're going to come back up again. So that's our rabbit. So if you want to do that again, you can do 3 of them. I'm going to do dolphin next. So dolphin's a little bit more intense. We're going to work the shoulders and the core. So the arms are going to be kind of like this position. So notice I'm not out like this. I'm in about shoulder width apart, and my elbows are just directly underneath my shoulders. And I just have one hand kind of wrapped around the other. So I'm going to bring it down. And again, when you come down, try not to get those elbows out. Now, I'm going to come pretty close in. I'm not all the way back here. My knees are close. I'm drawing the abs in. And I'm going to go ahead and tuck my chin. So the top of my head, I have my bun here, is touching my wrist, but I'm not resting onto the wrist. And then up onto those toes, lift up into your dolphin. So really try to draw the abs in. Now this is totally fine, but I know if you don't have a mirror, it's hard to tell. You want to try to avoid this. See how my back is rounded on the top, and I'm leaning kind of forward. So you want to try to really lift up from those shoulders, press your elbows in, lift your tailbone up, get the abs working. Now, if you're more advanced, you're going to go ahead and take one leg up. So you can take up your right leg. Now, if really advanced, you could do a forearm stand. I'm not doing that right now, but go ahead, do whatever you want. All right, and then take a break. If you're doing the single leg, you're going to do one on each side. If that's enough for you, come down. Just breathe, keep lifting up, try not to sink. Breathe, breathe, come down, and then we'll just let ourselves down nicely and coming back up slowly though, because you're just upside down. So taking it nice and slow, and then we're going to go right back into our rabbit one more time. So reaching for the heels, rounding down, tucking under, bringing it to the knees, and then lifting up our tailbone, really open up. Nice. This is a nice stretch here. Really works through the entire back. Open, and relax down. Good. All right, nice job. So we're going to go ahead and we're ready to move on to our back. So we're going to go ahead and cross the ankles. That was a little wonky, but you just want to come into a seated position. So before we get to our back, we're just going to go seated for just a moment. Stretch out the waist, reach it out, and then coming over. A little crazy day. If you saw the first half, I was outside and rained on me, so that's the great thing about yoga. You just have to get yourself right back into it, get that mind back into your yoga, and don't let anything kind of get in the way of that, all right? So we're going to let the shoulders up and back, just up and back, releasing back. Okay, we're ready to go on to our backs. Now, we're going to use the block and the strap. You may not need it, but just have it nearby just in case. And we'll go ahead and lie all the way back. So we're going to hug it in, really bring it in, and bring it in side to side. Squeeze. Good. All right, now I'm just going to do a little quick inner thigh stretch. I always feel like it's nice to loosen up that area before you work on your back and open up your hips a little bit. So I have my reaching under my heels and I'm pulling in and then letting my shoulders drop back. Nice flat back here. Breathe. Okay. And then we're going to come up. So I'm going to start with a bridge. So we're going to start with a bridge. Now, if you want to add a little challenge, you can take the block and place it between the knees. Add that little extra, a little inner thigh, a little extra deeper on the lower portion of your body. And then we're going to lift up into a nice bridge. So squeeze your glutes. We're going to do a little pulse. So pulse, 3, 2, hold it. Now really press those heels in. Maybe you want to go deeper by interlacing your hands and stacking underneath. Keep pulling up. Go a little deeper. Good. See if we can hold that. Now I have a little space under my chin. My chin is tucked, but I have a little space. I'm not trying to do that. I want to be able to breathe. Come up, and relax down. Good. Okay, so next, we're going to work on a little bit of ab work, and then we're going to go into another little inversion pose. So we're going to start with our legs in tabletop, and I'm going to start easy and go to more challenging. So we'll start just little taps. So as you come down, I want you to do that breath through the mouth. Okay, so all this time, you're doing the yoga breath, you're exhaling through the nose, but in this little core section, I'd like you to try to exhale through the mouth. So inhale back together, exhale out. So you're feeling like your abs are pulling back toward the floor. Now, if you have any issues with your core, like your separation of your abs or anything like that, you might want to put your hand on your belly for this type of work, because to make sure you're not kind of making it worse. So those of you who just had a baby or anything like that, you can feel that. If you can kind of feel if you're pulling out with your abs or in. So if that happens, don't go so deep. You can even just do a mini one. Okay, you can just be a mini one. Okay, so now, go ahead. We're going to add intensity. If you're feeling good, stretch that leg out a little more. I'm just going to stretch the whole leg out. Good. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Keep going. Breathe. Now again, you want to add a little bit more challenge? Pick up your head. Keep it going. Stretch and lengthen. I'd rather have you have really good form. Feel it, but feel it in the right way. And then just kind of go hard and not focus on your form. So really focus. 2, 1. Relax down. Breathe into it. And I'm going to have you pull together, hug it in, and then we're just going to stretch it out. So I'm going to put my head down on this one. You could keep your head up to make it more challenging. I have my knees together and my thighs together, but again, to separate would be a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier to separate. Good. I'm breathing in, and then I'm exhaling. I'm just going to do a couple more. Stretch. Feel the abs working. And 1. Good. All right. Now, arms overhead. Just let the legs drop if that feels okay for you. If not, you can just, go slower or bend your knees. And then let your arms drop down. Okay, we're going to do a plow. So if you want to modify plow, lots of ways to modify. So very quickly, if you want to go right into your plow, just pop right back into it because you can hang out there for a little bit. But I'm going to go over the modifications for those of you who need it. So you can use the block. Put your hands on the edge of your block. Really stretch. Press your elbows into the floor. That's one way. Another way to modify. Take your strap. Pull it all the way over. Keep reaching, kind of getting your body over. You might make it all the way. See how you feel. If you're okay, otherwise, you're going to pop back into your plow. Now, I'm going to put my hands under here because notice my feet aren't touching. So if that's what's going on with you, put your hands under. Now, if your feet are touching, so I can make them touch. So tucking my arms a little bit more. So pull your shoulders underneath you more if you want to make your arms touch, your toes touch the floor. And then you can go ahead and bring your arms down. But you don't want any pressure on the neck. Good. So just hang there as long as you'd like. Now we're going to add a little core bonus. So if you'd like to do this, even from the floor you can do it. You're going to squeeze your thighs together and then lift up. Lift up, lift up. Keep your abs engaged. Squeeze to the sky. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And come down slowly. Watch your neck. Very slowly. Keep the weight a little bit on the elbows. And then we're going to roll down. Roll down slowly. And then just keep going. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Drop it down. If you have the block, get that out of your way. Slowly, slowly, slowly. And relax, arms overhead. Now, if you need to bend your knees here, you can. We're going to roll up into a V-sit, so you can even do it like this. And of course, this is also called your boat pose. All right, so inhale, we're going to exhale and come up into your boat. All right, so I'm just going to move back a little, so I'm in the middle of the mat. So we're in our boat. Try to get your thighs squeezed together. Now to modify, you can drop your heels down. That's fine. You want to keep a straight line through your back. Draw your shoulders down. Pull back if you can. Start to straighten your legs maybe. But if your knees are bent and you're good here, see if you can bring your arms higher. That's another challenge. So my abs are feeling it. I'm starting to shake a little just by bringing my arms up. I don't have to stretch my legs. If I want to stretch my legs, I could, but it's not necessary to get that core. So now we're going to go ahead, drop your hands behind you. I like to turn them out a little because my wrists, but you can also go like that. Drop your heels down. You're going to lift into a table. Really stretch open through the chest, open through the body. Press those feet down into the floor. Lift it up. Good. And now hips down again. All right, let's do it back into your boat. So squeeze the thighs if you can. Bent knee or straight leg. Arms higher if you want more challenge. Either way, take a breath, heels down. Come up to a nice table. Really breathe. Open that up. Squeeze the upper back muscles and the hips and the glutes. One more time. See how you do on this one. So you can go a little deeper. You got it. Get a little higher. Squeeze. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Now the last one, you can do another table. If you want to do a little bit more of an intense challenge, bring your legs straight. Again, hands can be either way. Coming into a reverse plank. And then open up, open up. Just lift. Breathe. Stretch. And relax down. Great job. So we're going to do a little stretch here, then we're going to finish up a few more ab exercises. Or poses really. So we're going to lift up, inhale, just relax down to those toes. You can use your strap if you need your strap on your feet. Just release down. Draw the abs in, stretch your chest forward. So instead of just rounding down like this, really lengthen your spine and draw your abs in, lift your chest forward, and then drop down. Keep a little space under the chin. Just come down, keep breathing, working down. All right, coming up. We'll bring our feet together in a little cobbler pose. You can stay where you are. Open down. Now if you want to reach for your feet here and kind of pull yourself down even more, you can reach under and come down, open up those hips. Just keep working. Breathe. And then come up. And then we're going to cross the ankles here. Turn. Walk it down. So I love this one. You could use a block here too. Block. And walk it down this way. So you're reaching down, reaching down. Now, if you've had enough and you're like, I'm ready to be done, that's fine. You can just do these stretches. I am going to do a little bit of plank work to finish because I want to get a little bit more obliques and then we're done. So see what you want to do. Coming back to the middle. You're going to go to the other side. So kind of have one hand on each side of your leg. Reach it down. You don't have to use the block. If you're a little bit more flexible, you can come down. And you want to try to get this opposite hip down and just relax. Keep going, keep going. Good, and then come up. All right. And then we'll do a little stretch for the arms before we finish up. So I'm going to have you, if you need a strap, you'll place your strap behind you like that, and then reach for it so you can look behind. Looks like that. Or if you can clasp your hands together, go ahead and do that. Relax your shoulders down, sit up nice and tall, and then pull at the strap. Or maybe you reach your hands and you can pull at your hands or your fingers. Release your shoulders, come down, open, open, and then we'll switch sides. So we'll do the other side. Coming down. Notice if one side maybe is different than the other. I'm a little tighter on one side, and so I just keep having to work on that side to get it, try to get them even. You might not be 100% even, but you're working on it. You're working every day, every time you do a yoga class or any type of strength to get your body kind of in a nice alignment, especially yoga for alignment and Pilates too. Open, open. And if you do a lot of harder type of exercise like running or strength training or, HIIT workouts, boot camp, yoga and Pilates are great to just get you back to alignment. Sometimes you beat up, your body a little bit. Okay, so we're going to work a little side work, plank work, and then we'll finish up our stretching on the floor, and then we are done. So I'm going to do side plank full. So now we're going to do a side plank, and we're just going to be on the elbow. Now I like to add a little extra cushion for my elbow, but don't worry, we're not going to be here forever, like a super long time. So I'm going to have you come up, try to come up onto a full side plank. If you separate your feet out a little bit, it's easier, okay? And then just open up, bring it back, inhale, and it's going to have you come down to the center plank. So it's not a super long plank, so you should be able to do it. And then go ahead, we're gonna open to the other side. So if you cross your feet like one in front of the other, it's a little bit easier. You can also stack your feet, which is harder. And then open that top arm, open, open, come back. We'll do one more on each side. So we're gonna come down to the middle, pivot, open. So again, if you wanna add some more challenge, you can put your feet together, you can lift, and then I'm gonna open, come back. Good, those are just all different options. Open, reach. So again, if you're gonna stack, I'm showing you some harder options. Open, and back. Good. And go ahead and lower it down. You can go right into a cobra here. Stretch it up, stretch it up. Breathe. Good. Pushing back, down dog. And we're gonna just little hopping forward, hop, and then sit back. All right, and let's go ahead and lie down all the way. So we're ready just to relax now. A little rock side to side. I hope you had fun with that class. I love to add the core and do kind of different themes in the class. So it's different each week. Bring your right knee in, left leg out. And I'll have this video up on YouTube, and I'll post that in my link as well. Bring the foot in, and then stretch. So you're gonna get a nice stretch here. All right, I have the needle stretch, get the hip open. And then take that same leg, just do a cross leg position, and then go all the way over. And then I'm gonna just take the left hand and press down, open, breathe into it. Love this stretch, feels so good. And then we'll come back, unwind the legs, left ankle to the right knee, hips down, I have the needle stretch. So some people like to reach around the knee here, that's a little bit deeper. If you need it, do it. Good, shoulders back, shoulders back. And then we're gonna cross that left over right, bring it all the way over, right hand on top of the left thigh, breathe, maybe the other arm comes out. Feel that stretch, this one should feel pretty good. Good. And all the way back. All right. Let's go into happy baby, reach for your feet. Pull your knees down, open it up. Maybe you want to rock. This is going to be the end. We're just going to relax into it. If you want to stay longer and do a Shavasana, you can. All right, nice deep breath. And relax your feet down, palms up. And you can stay there. And again, I'm just going to pop up so that I can say goodbye. But if you want to stay in Shavasana, go ahead. And a 10-minute Shavasana is nice if you can, if you have time for it. Take a breath in, relaxing down, just letting any tension go from the body. We're going to inhale, take in positive energy. And again, releasing any tension or fatigue from the body, whether it be emotional or physical. Take that in, bring the palms together to the heart center, and namaste. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again.